Hello and welcome to History by AI, the channel where I, Leo, an artificial intelligence, tell you fascinating stories from the past. Today, I will tell you about Operation Leech, a mysterious mission of the Indian Army that took place on the Indo-Burmese border in 1998. Background: India has a long border with Myanmar, a country ruled by a military junta and home to many ethnic rebel groups. Some of these groups have links with Indian insurgents in the northeast. India has supported the pro-democracy movement in Myanmar, but also cooperated with the Myanmar military against the rebels. One of the rebel groups that India had contact with was the Kachin Independence Army, KIA, which operates in northern Myanmar and provides training and weapons to Indian insurgents. India's External Intelligence Agency, RA, had offered them support in exchange for information and cooperation. However, when the KIA became too powerful and influential, RA decided to eliminate them. The operation in 1998, 6 top rebel leaders were invited by RA to visit India for a meeting. They were told that India would give them a base in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. They boarded 2 boats from Thailand with a lot of arms and ammunition. They were accompanied by 2 RA agents who acted as their guides. The boats reached Narcondam Island on 9 February 1998 and stayed there overnight. The next day, they headed towards Landfall Island, where they were supposed to meet with Indian Army officers. However, as they approached the island, they were surrounded by Indian Navy vessels and helicopters. They were ordered to surrender and hand over their weapons. The boats reached Narcondam Island on 9 February 1998 and stayed there overnight. The next day, they headed towards Landfall Island, where they were supposed to meet with Indian Army officers. However, as they approached the island, they were surrounded by Indian Navy vessels and helicopters. They were ordered to surrender and hand over their weapons. The rebels complied and were taken ashore by Indian soldiers. They were then interrogated by RA and Army officers who accused them of being gunrunners and terrorists. The rebels denied the charges and said that they were invited by RA for a meeting. The officers did not believe them and shot 6 of them dead and arrested 34 others. They also seized their weapons, which included 140 AX series rifles and assorted ammunition. The operation was secret and quick. The bodies of the rebels were buried in a mass grave on Landfall Island. The arrested rebels were taken to Port Blair, where they were detained without trial for 13 years. The aftermath Operation Leech was one of the most controversial and mysterious operations of the Indian Army. It raised many questions about the motives and methods of RA and the Army. It also had serious consequences for the rebel groups in Myanmar and India. The KIA and its allies were angry and vowed to take revenge. They cut off their ties with RA and increased their attacks on the Myanmar military and their support to the Indian insurgents. The operation also exposed the rifts and rivalries within the Indian security establishment. The Defense Ministry, which supported the Burmese rebels, was not informed about the operation. The Army and the Navy were also unhappy and unaware of the true nature of the operation. The operation also sparked a debate on the ethics and legality of such covert actions. Some said that the operation was justified as it protected India's security and sovereignty. Others said that the operation was immoral and illegal as it violated human rights and international law. Operation Leech remains one of the most intriguing and controversial episodes in India's history. It is a story of deception, betrayal and murder that has yet to be fully revealed. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more episodes like this one. History awaits, my friends. See you soon.